Hey, this is Jay. Happy Zur Day, happy Friday. How in the world are you guys doing? Zur is at the towers over here on this left-hand side all the way back. And as we're heading back here, just wanted to remind you that I released my weekly Nightfall video that I do with my son. You can check out what loot we got, and it's not a ghost shell this week, so pretty exciting there. Also, I'm going to be talking about some upcoming changes that Bungie just announced in their weekly, or I don't know, not so weekly update. But we'll talk about those changes. You want to make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video as we talk about especially in the PvP area. But here is what Zur has to offer. We'll go through each one of these and I'll let you know whether or not I think you should pick them up. Oh, we got the Suros. All right. Immolation Fist. This is, of course, for a Titan. And Sunbreaker, but we got Accelerant unlocks the Sunbreaker subclass node Explosive Pyre for free. Enemies brought down by your hammer explode, chaining fiery solar damage to other enemies. And then we've got increased strength, increased intellect. Got rain blows, increased melee attack speed, like that. Gain bonus melee energy on grenade hits, I like that as well. And we've got hand cannon loader, increased reload speed of hand cannons, and fusion rifle loader. So if you're a PvP player and you like the Sunbreaker Titan, this is probably one of the best things that you can get for that, because it lets you use that perk for free and frees up Flame Seeker or Fleet Fire for you. So if you're a PvP player, definitely go ahead and pick these bad boys up. They're not too shabby. Other than that, though, if you're a PvE player, I don't know if I'd really recommend them. I don't find myself using them too much. But we got the Radiant Dance Machines, of course, for a hunter. And you get the dance. You move more quickly while aiming your weapon. Got increased intellect, increased discipline, fusion rifle ammo, machine gun ammo. And then we've got arc double down, solar double down, let me guess, void double down. Yes, alright, so if you're a PvP player as well, I'd pick these things up if you like using something like the Mida multi-tool. When you pair that with the Mida multi-tool, you can really see an increase, and it's really fun to use. But other than that, if you're not a PvP player and maybe not going to use that, I don't know, it's kind of like a niche piece of armor, and I don't find myself using it all too often. Then we've got the Stag. This is for a Warlock. Once per life, your supercharges faster when your teammates are dead, and chance to respawn with an overshield when you respawn. Then we've got increased discipline, increased strength, ashes to assets, gain bonus super energy on grenade kills, gain bonus super energy from special weapon kills on minions of darkness, and then shield starts recovery immediately after an orb pickup. So I'm going to be honest here, the Stag is pretty much of a letdown in the Warlock department. As far as I'm concerned, I don't find myself seeing the usefulness of this in PvE or PvP. So I don't know, I'd skip this one. I'd give it like a C or D level as far as exotics are concerned, and just don't really end up using that all too often. But here is the Suros, and this used to be quite the weapon. But we got kinetic damage, field choke, more range and impact, linear compensator, more predictable recoil, and smart drift control. Then we've got spinning up. The longer this weapon is fired, the faster it fires. And then I usually use this one, focus fire. When zoomed, the weapon fires slower but causes additional damage. Then this is nice. Bottom half of each magazine deals bonus damage and has a chance to return health on a kill. So that can come in handy, especially in PvP and PvE. We've got Hammer Forge, improved range and accuracy, and then lightweight. When held, this weapon grants +2 agility, which I would recommend that when you're playing PvP. So this weapon, man, back in the day, year one, if you haven't played year one with the Suros when it first came out, oh man, you're missing out. This weapon was a beast, and it seemed like everybody was using it. Now today, it's just not as beastly, but still pick it up. Not too bad, especially with the buffs for auto rifles. But we've got legacy engrams, special legacy engrams. If you don't have a year one version, you can get that. If you get the year one version, then you can use your legendary marks to buy a year two version if that's available. So that'd be about the only reason that I ended up spending 31 strange coins on a legacy engram, just to do that. And we got glass needles. This will allow you to reload some of the perks and the stat rolls for your exotic armor. So say you get an exotic armor, you don't really care for the stats and the perks on it, you can go ahead and re-roll those and get some different things. And then we've got 3 of coins when you're going and playing a Crucible match or going against an Ultra. You can pop one of these things and it'll give you a chance to get an exotic drop, an exotic interim drop from that. Say you don't get it though when you're playing that Crucible match, you pop another one the next Crucible match or the next time you fight an Ultra, and you have an even better chance at getting that drop. And that actually stacks, and it gets better and better until you finally end up getting one. And I usually see one about every 6 of those that I use on average. And we got heavy ammo cakes you can buy. For 1 strange coins, you get 3 heavy ammo cakes, and then of course your upgrades for your sparrows, and of course you can trade in 2 strange coins for 1 mote of light. But that is what Xur has to offer. If you want to check out my other videos that I uploaded this week, I've got a diamond Kuda, and in that video I talk about my struggles with envy and just being envious of other people and how to handle that. And also check out our weekly podcast that we did. You can be a part of that every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Stop out. We talk about Destiny, Black Ops 3, and all sorts of other gaming news. But that is what, like I said, what Xur has to offer. Let's talk about the changes that we're going to see this coming Tuesday when, of course, the new Crimson game mode 2v2 game mode comes out. But they made a lot of changes to PvP, and in particular 3v3 matches. You are not going to be spawning with special ammo to start that match. They're trying something new here, and that's going to be kind of interesting. So let me know what you guys think about that. Also, they're adding a freelance playlist. If you're familiar with Call of Duty, think about the Mercenary playlist. It's for solo players. If you're a solo player and you're tired of going up against teams of 4 or teams of 6, there's going to be a freelance playlist for certain game modes that lets only solo players join in on that. So that's kind of interesting. Sometimes I play solo and I hate going against those fire teams, because especially if you're playing a game mode like Rift, it's hard to beat those teams. And then they're also making some changes to how you connect to people. So in order to reduce lag, they did that in the Iron Banner. And I'm really curious, if you played Iron Banner, did you notice that you were playing with better connections? Because they're putting that, I think they just changed Control and Rumble here yesterday, and they're going to be adding it to the rest of the playlist here pretty soon. But let me know if you noticed a better connection when playing Iron Banner. I didn't really notice that better connection. I was still seeing yellow bars and red bars, but I'm curious what you guys thought in that. Maybe it was just a limited amount of games that I played and I didn't really see the increase. But besides that, also they're making it so that if you're one of those red bar or yellow bar players, you should expect to lose more fights. And I think that's interesting, because if you're normally a red bar player, it seems like you are almost in God mode and hard to kill. But now they're actually going to switch that and change that up so that you're going to find it harder to get kills. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what that has in store for us. But that is what Xur has to offer. Let me know what you guys are picking up. But that's where I'm going to end this video. As always, take care and God bless.